you wanna infiltrate the motherfucking the Fammission, G. We on a mission, G. You can't infiltrate us.
Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and today we got something super special, man. So I'm gonna wait until a couple people come on, and we're gonna get it started. Today we're gonna talk about guilty conscience. You know what I'm saying? So we need a couple of people to come on, and then we're gonna get this party started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all we need is about 1 or 2 people, and then we're gonna get it started. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. We got 1 follower. You know what I'm saying? Let me see a comment somewhere. Let me know where you're watching from, and we're gonna get it started. Yeah, drop a comment, please, so I know you online. Yeah, we're talking about guilty conscience. All right, who we got up there? Can you put a comment up? Who is that? I can't see. Timothy Hunter. Okay. So look, we're gonna shout out to you, bro. Minneapolis in the building. All right, so look, we're gonna talk about guilty conscience, right? And I first want to start about close friends. You know, for a long time, I felt like we had real close friends, right? And I had a close friend. Him and his girl got killed by a friend that I met through a friend at work. And for a long time, I felt like if I would have never introduced them, this shit would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? And in half of the music career that I've been going down, like the whole GStaff, that was his thing. The GStaff was his thing. And I felt guilty, and I felt like I had to pick up the baton and I had to run with it because I felt so much guilt. You know, him and his girl got killed March 1st, 2001. And ever since then, my life ain't been the same. You know, a lot of people understand that I was here, but I wasn't here, if that makes sense. I was here in the physical, but mentally, I was somewhere else. I was stuck. And I had another close friend who was about 8 years old, and he got both of his legs, got cut off by a train. And I felt like he was on the podcast a couple weeks ago, and I felt like I was like a young leader back then, and I also feel like if they would listen to me that one day, because they listen to me all the time, but if they listened that one day, it was me, him, and my little brother. And if they'd listened, he probably still have his legs today. And I felt guilty about that. You know, that's my guilty conscience was messing with me for like half of my life. You know, and if anybody out there, you know, I know we all have a conscience. But, you know, I learned not too long ago, a person with no conscience is a dangerous person. You know, I grew up in the projects, and all these things I'm talking about is in my book, right? I felt bad because I shot one of my homies. He was a friend. He wasn't that close, but I had just cut his hair a day before I shot him, and I shot him because we was in different gangs. And now that I'm older, I understand that was wrong. And I felt guilty about that. A lot of people might say, "Oh man, you that nigga, man, you out here doing your thing," but that was bogus. You know what I'm saying? We was young, we wasn't mature yet. I was only about 16. So think about it. If you got a 16-year-old son and he run around here and almost kill someone, no, that'd be heavy on your conscience. And when you get older, because like I said, when you're younger, you don't have a conscience and you're a dangerous person. So that's something to think about. We used to have close friends that used to give us drugs, and we used to think that was our homie because he gave us a little pack and make a little money. But for real, we wouldn't give our kids drugs. We wouldn't give nobody else. Well, we would give somebody else kids, because if we're not conscious about it, we just want the money. But as we get older, we wouldn't do that. We got some older guys that will, but just understand they not conscious of their behavior. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I feel bad about a lot of things that I did in my life, and that's why I wrote this book, and I put it all in the book. Relationships, I was like cheating on almost every girl I had. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was sabotaging my relationships, and I feel guilty for that, because now that I know what I know now, and I always say, you got to understand, most people don't understand. So that was crazy. That was crazy to me. So that was close friends we were talking about, man. Being close friends, and we think we had close friends and good relationships, but you don't even know that you can be the bad person in a relationship, or you can be taught by bad people. So we're gonna move on to P-Town, Peoria, Illinois. I moved to Peoria when I was about 18, right? And I lived my life there, and I was all on my own. I ain't had no family there. I was by myself, and I had to fend for myself, and I felt like that's one of the best things that happened to me. And that's why I made my kids at. That's why I changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But I didn't see it from where I was at. I was still doing my thing, hustling, and running the streets and shit, doing all kind of drugs and doing all kind of girls and going to jail. That's the most time I ever went to jail. When I was in Peoria, and that's one of the hard times, but I had to learn from. That was my hard learning curve in Peoria, Illinois. So that's like my second home to me, because it made me to the person I am today. A father. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made all my kids at, and I'm raising kids from there. I got my stepdaughter, and I love her very much, and and the rest of my kids. So, yeah, that right there that was deep. You know what I'm saying? So, Peoria, Illinois did a lot for me, and at the time I used to think, man, I hate this damn place. All I did was getting locked up, bro. I was getting locked up every 6 months. I was getting locked up. If y'all know me, you know what I'm saying, I stayed in jail, stayed in the county. You know what I'm saying? I've been at Joliet, Stateville, Menard, Jacksonville. Yeah, I did most of my time there. But I did most of my crimes in Chicago. Ain't that crazy? So Peoria, Illinois built me to who I am right now, and I met some good friends there. So shout out to Peoria. I ain't got too much to say about that, but so the next one is growing up. I wanted to change the way I grew up, because the way I grew up, it was a sickness. Like I said, man, it's nothing there's nothing to glorify. I've been shot. I done shot people. When they sold drugs, when they did everything. Now that I got kids that's up and coming, all my kids is, my youngest is 17. 18. She 18. And my oldest is like 26. So they still my kids. They still kids to me. But back when I was 16, 17, 18, I was doing the wildest shit. You know what I'm saying? And just thinking about it, just sitting back thinking about it, I wasn't really conscious of my behavior. So now I know what I know now. I'm like, damn, I'm glad my kids ain't like that. And it's crazy because some people I grew up with, they kids, they wilding out there. They on drugs, they shooting people, they doing everything I was doing. So growing up, I didn't want my kids to grow up like that. So I had to change. I had to grow up, if that make any sense. I had to grow up. And I felt like I grew up a little bit late, but I grew up just in time though. So yeah, I had the guilty conscience about growing up. I didn't grow up with my parents like that. You know, me and my mom, we super close now. And before my dad died, we got close. But I seen the way they grew up, and I seen the way I grew up, and I didn't want that for my kids. You know, so yeah, I had to grow up. So my next one is frustrated. You know, we get frustrated because we don't understand. And the power of understanding is powerful. Because we all never understood how to drive a car. Right? We never understood how to drive a car. Now when we drive a car, it's nothing to us. We just jump in the car, start it up, throw it in gear, and take off. But in the beginning, we didn't understand how we moved the wheel, and we was hitting the curve, and you know what I'm saying? You ain't understand. But that's how life is. Like as you live it for a long time, it's gonna get real normal to you. You know what I'm saying? So who was that? I got mine. Sean. You got Sean. Yeah, love and respect. Yes, sir. You already know. Yeah, we had a Sean, or shout out to Sean. We had him on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? You want to see what's up with him. But yeah, like I was saying, man, we grew up, what was that? Near Teach, Bougie, what up? You know what I'm saying? What was I at with it? Frustrated. Oh yeah, so we were super frustrated about learning how to drive a car. You know what I'm saying? And the power of understanding. Most people don't understand. So look, check this out. Anybody can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count how many trees come from the seed from the apple. See, you see how you have to wrap your mind around that? You're like, damn. And we throw away seeds all the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So, you know, most things we don't understand what we do. So the power of understanding is real powerful. So, yeah. So, and when you don't understand something, you get frustrated. You know how a kid is trying to plant a toy. Like, can you imagine trying to put a bike together and you never seen a bike? You'll be frustrated with no instruction manual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with no instruction manual. You'll be frustrated. Very frustrated. So I was frustrated half of my life. I was frustrated and I was mad. And you know what they say, hurt people. And I hurt a couple people because I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me see. The street life. Neil Teese, what up? What she say?
You better speak who God is so proud of you.
Oh yeah, God's proud of me. I already know. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you too. You know? And what is that? Street life. You know, I used to live that street life, man. You know, we all have a glimpse of the street life. You know, even if it's the females or the males. The males, we out here we was just kids raising kids, bro. We ain't know no better. You know what I'm saying? The girls, we trying to flash for the girls, and the girls trying to flash for the guys, and we just out here, man. You know, we live in the street life. And I had to realize that I lived in the projects almost my whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's about 17, 18. I'd say in the projects my whole life. I never been nowhere. Like I rarely been to Roseland. You know what I'm saying? But when I got older, when I got to Peoria, I started going to all these state penitentiaries, and I made a promise to myself that when I get out, when I get off parole, I'm going to travel the world. God made this big world for us, and I'm not finna stay in one spot. So when people say, "Oh man, Monty G, man, you moving everywhere. You can't sit down. You can't sit down." My cousin used to always tell me that. My cousin, Mook G. You know what I'm saying? And that's another person that I feel guilty about because, you know, I stayed in California, and he used to tell me like, "Man, cuz you gotta come on home, you know, and you too far, bro. Something happened, man. You ain't around the family. You know what I'm saying? Man, we the Fammission, baby. We family, you know what I'm saying?" I'm like, "Yeah, I hear you, cuz." And my grandmother passed. So I moved back. I came to Chicago and went to her funeral. Then I went back to Minnesota, and I stayed there. But I never told my cousin that I was there because I was staying with my boy Keith McDuffel, and we was struggling. You know, we was sleeping. My whole family sleeping on this floor for like almost 2 months until we had to get our stuff right. You know, and I didn't want to tell him. So when we got our crib, you know, I was like, "Oh yeah, we got our crib. I'm gonna call him and let him know I'm up in a soda pop." You know what I'm saying? Because I know he gonna slide on me. And before I got to tell him, he got killed. So I felt guilty about that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's guilty conscience again. You know, I felt guilty about that, and I was like, "Damn, I should have just told him," even though I was messed up. But I should have just told him, and I know he would have slid down on me ASAP. But I never told him, so you know, his death really hurted me. It hurted me. I got a lot of stuff that hurted me. You know, but I was living in the street life. You know, he was in the streets. We was in the streets, and I was trying to be a family man, and they used to crack jokes on me like, "Man, you always in the house with your family," and woo, you know, because I'm a family man, bro. You know, and I felt bad because he never got to see his son graduate, and he had a beautiful family, but he was in the street, bro. And sometimes we need to wake up, bro, and because the streets don't need us, bro. Not for real. Our family, these kids need us. Our family, the streets don't need us, bro. They got somebody else, bro. So, yeah, when you get old, when you start getting a little gray hair, bro, get out the streets, bro. Straight up, because they gon', if you don't be in the street, you're going to be in somebody penitentiary job, you know what I'm saying? And you in them penitentiaries, you're going to be dodging dicks and shanks. You keep playing. Yes, indeed. All right, so, the cycle. I want to talk about the cycle. You know what I'm saying? I want to break the, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to break the cycle, you know what I'm saying? I realized just a couple, listen to my podcast. I had a couple people on the podcast, and I finally realized that where I got shot in Block 17, right? And my dad, he also got shot up in Block 17. And I didn't know that because I was young. I was a kid. But somebody told me that, and they was like, "Yeah, I used to hang out with your dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Your dad got shot like, shit, damn near 17 times. So I asked my mom about it, and she said, "Yeah, you know, they had me up under the damn car with a big-ass chopper, and I don't even know what to do." And I was done. And I'm like, damn. And I'm like, you know, and Neil Teach, if you still on here, you already know, you know what I'm saying? I used to have y'all run around with bangers and shit. So I was like, damn, I'm just like my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to break the cycle. I didn't want my kids running around like that. I don't want them to see me like that. You know, like my son, he one day we was at the dinner table, and he was like, "Man, when I get a wife," and I was like, "A wife?" And you know, he was like, "Yeah, man, when I get a," but I had to realize that he's seen me and his mom married his whole life. So of course he gonna talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to realize that we got to break the cycle, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to have kids out here. We got to be better for the kids. You know what I'm saying? We got to be better for the kids because they not going to listen to what we say. They're not going to listen to what we say. They're going to do exactly what we do. You know, and I was making it do what it do, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. But I wasn't doing it right though. You know, so yeah, I wasn't doing it right, bro. So I had to break the cycle. You know, and so the next one is straddling the fence. So again, you know, I was straddling the fence, man. You know, I moved a lot, right? I was in Minnesota. When I first moved to Minnesota, I moved to Rochester. And you know, we was GStaffed out. Everybody in Rochester, you know what I'm saying? They was doing a thug thizzle. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, boo. Thank you. You know, yeah, man. You know, we moved to Rochester, and I was doing my music, and you know what I'm saying, selling my little weed and hustling, whatever I was doing, you know. And I was straddling the fence though, because my sister used to come over the house and have Bible study with us. And I was learning about the Bible, and I was understanding, and she was telling me, she's like, Money, as you get older, you're gonna start understanding. And you know how it is, man. Nigga gonna be a gangster to the world, blow up, you know what I'm saying, and woo woo. But it was true. As I got older, I started understanding. You know, and what I say about straddling the fence is, I remember I used to have Bible study with the pastor, and he was coming through the front door, and my homies was running through the back door with choppers and drugs. And I had a guilty conscience about that. I felt bad about that, you know. I felt very bad, you know what I'm saying, because I was going to church, but I was coming through the back door, and I was downstairs rapping about what I was doing, you know. And that's why I kind of slowed down on the music, because the music right now, I know it's entertainment, but I was really rapping about the things I was doing. And I was like, man, you know, and right now today, people get locked up and they using that against them. You know what I'm saying? Look at Young Thug. They trying to use his words against him. And you could have easily used the words against me, because I wasn't lying. So I felt I had a guilty conscience about that, you know what I'm saying? I used to always be like, damn, man, I shouldn't have said that in that song, and I shouldn't have uploaded that. Like, I got a gang of music I haven't uploaded because of that same reason. You know what I'm saying? They hot, but it'll put me in the hot seat. So I never uploaded. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, who we got watching, man? Let me know where y'all watching from. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, straddling the fence, man. You know, and again, I wrote this book because I felt like my guilty conscience was messing with me, and I had to put everything out. I had to just clean the shit. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna write a book. If y'all want to hear about it, you know what I'm saying, y'all can check it out, because I heard if you want to hide a secret, you know what I'm saying, put it in the book. So I put my secrets in the book, you know, and I feel good now that it's out and it's out of my system. You know what I'm saying? Because it was hurting me. It was hurting me for a very long time about the things I was holding on. Like, sometimes we can hold on to our deepest secrets, and it'll kill you. You know, I had a stroke and everything. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about the things I do, and thinking about the friends that are, you know, I didn't understand, especially what was eating me up inside was, I always thought when you got a friend forever. Not knowing that your friends be in your life for a reason or a season. And I didn't understand that. And I learned that in church. You know, so sometimes you have to let friends go. You have to let things go so you can have new friends in your life. You can't keep all your old friends. You know, they wasn't good for you. So I had a lot of friends that I thought we was gonna grow old together. You know what I'm saying? Or die together, or whatever the case might be. And it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of friends. I still love them, but they not in my life no more. You might not see me with them, and it ain't no love lost. It's just I had to grow. And that's another guilty conscience I felt like, because when I left Peoria, a lot of people used to say, damn, bro, you left the town, man. You don't even mess with me no more. But I had to grow, bro. I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I stayed there. If I stayed there, I would stay there. Pretty much. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to move around because Peoria was the only place that was shipping me all around the world, and it wasn't my and it wasn't by my choice. So okay, we're gonna move on. We talking breaking the cycle, straddling the fence. Jesus saved my life, right? That's another title. Jesus saved my life, you know. And I know a lot of people feel like, oh man, I don't believe in you. But listen, man, I can truly say Jesus saved my life, because if it wasn't for Jesus and it wasn't for learning about the Bible, and you know, the Bible is basic instruction before leaving earth. That's what I say. Like I said, if you didn't have no instruction manual and you try to put a bite together, you'll get frustrated. And I was frustrated, bro. I didn't understand. And the Bible helped me understand people and situations. I didn't understand why the girls I used to mess with was acting the way they used to act. But then when I learned about the Jezebel effect, you know, and the Jezebel is not just about female, it's about males too. You know, it's the people, it's lovers of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we didn't nobody teach us how to love. Didn't nobody teach me about no birds and the bees, and didn't nobody teach me how to love. You know what I'm saying? We were just, what's that word I'm looking for? Me and my son was just talking about it. We was controlling. We was infatuated. Obsessed. We was just obsessed with the person. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't loving. We wasn't, bro. For real, we don't even love ourselves. Let's be honest, bro. Just think about it. Just think about this. Would you give kids liquor? Would you give kids a whole bunch of sweets? Would you, half of the stuff that we do, we wouldn't even let a kid do it. So that's just let you know that we don't love ourselves, bro. We do drugs, we drink liquor, we don't respect ourselves. We don't respect ourselves. And that's what, a lot of people need self-love, bro. But that was never taught, bro. That was never taught. So it's not me throwing shade saying, oh, y'all bogus. Y'all didn't know. Like I told you, you have to understand, a lot of people don't know what they know until they know it. You know, a lot of times I used to feel guilty about working at a job and I quit it because I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Man, I quit. And I tell my kids, man, listen, this is how it was when I was younger. But I had to learn that the job gonna teach you how to do it. Don't get frustrated and say, man, I'm finna quit because I don't know how to do this. They don't teach you. That's called training. You know what I'm saying? They think, oh, you still in training. They training you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody never taught us about making money off our gift. And that's another thing I learned about in church. Like, man, you get paid off your gift. So I've been doing music all my life. I've been doing music all my life. Now I'm out here podcasting and stuff. But, I've been talking all my life, having fun. But I get paid for talking now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to figure out a way how to get paid off your gift. Everybody's gift is different, too. So don't get mad and say, man, you got your gift and I don't know how to do mine. I ain't got mine. Man, it'll come to you. And when it come to you, it's going to be an aha moment. You're going to say, ah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I had. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of audio books. And another thing I felt guilty about is, I was ashamed to tell people that I was struggling with reading. But I turned out to listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I got the same information that y'all get from reading. So here it is. I got a couple books out. I got about 3 books, and I'm working on one. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no excuse right now. The world is it's so much information out here in the world that you shouldn't say that I can't find a way to make money. So yeah, we're gonna move on that. So Jesus saved my life, and he told me that get paid off your gift. All right. Let's see. What's another one? What we got? Jesus saved my life. A new beginning.
Relearn.
Oh, yeah, relearn. So, I asked people on the podcast, man, what is something you had to unlearn? Because a lot of things that we had to unlearn, and a lot of things I had to relearn. Like they taught us in school, the sky is blue, but the sky is clear. What is clear? Everything is clear, it's not blue. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things I had to relearn. I had to understand that, like I said, don't get frustrated because you don't know nothing. I had to relearn that. I had to relearn everything that I learned. So even if I read some books and I learn something new, only thing that you can say to yourself when you hear something, only thing, ain't nothing right and ain't nothing wrong. Only thing you can say is, that sound about right. And you take it and run with it. But if it don't sound right, it ain't right to you, you ain't gotta believe it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody. But yeah, I had to relearn how to love my family. I had to relearn how to have a relationship with my friends. I was in the gang, and I had to relearn that, we used to run around like the ops and this and that and woo-woo. But some of my closest friends was in opposite gangs. And I had to relearn that, like, man, these are my best friends. Like, one of my friends, he put me on books and helped me. Ain't nobody in the gang that I grew up in never gave me a book to read. So, who your true friend is when they give you something to educate yourself, when they give you something to uplift yourself. Man, giving you drugs, I'm on parole, I'm on paper, I'm fresh out of jail, and y'all want to smoke and drink. You're not my friend, bro, because I'm going to get sent back. When the last time your friend ever gave you a book to read? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself that. When the last time these my friends though, these my friends and family. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nobody took out, but just ask yourself. When the last time somebody gave me a book to read? Just told me, man, check out this, man. Some educational stuff. And a lot of people don't want to educate themselves. And I understand. It's okay. But yeah, I had to relearn that your enemies is not your enemies. Most likely your frenemies are your frenemies. They gonna be your real enemies right there. The one that you saying, oh, this is my friend, this is my homie, I'll die for you. I used to tell people, don't die for me, man. Live for me, bro. I don't want you to die for me. Dying is easy. Live for me, bro. If you really love me, live for me, man. Show me that you really care, bro. Be there in your kids' life. Be there in your wife and your girlfriend life, bro. Be there for your mom and your dad. You know what I'm saying? Be there for your friends, but you know what I'm saying? Don't get us sent off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what else I had to relearn? Man, I had to relearn everything, bro. I had to relearn that. Well, I had to understand. Another guilty conscious moment. I used to be mad at my parents, bro. I used to be mad, and I used to be like, and we all probably said it if we had a rough childhood, like, man, why the hell would you have me if you ain't want to take care of me? You know? But in reality, you already know, bro. We was just out in the street telling some shit, where the hoes at? You know what I'm saying? Then next you know, you having kids. Didn't nobody, not where I grew up from, didn't nobody say, I want to have a kid with you. Now, let's be honest, bro. If you got on top of a girl and you whisper in her ear, you finna have my son, she will be kicking and punching, like, get your ass off me. You know damn well she gonna get your ass off me. And if it was vice versa, if the girl was like, oh man, you look bad and shit, woo woo, slap this motherfucking rub off, you finna get me pregnant, you'll be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So didn't nobody really say, I'm gonna have this kid by this person. So I had to relearn that, bro. And we don't have the power. We have the power to make a kid, but God got the final say so if the kid go be coming out of you or coming from you. So we don't have no accidents. So God put these kids in our life for a reason, because sometimes God ruin your plan so your plans don't ruin you. Yeah. So yeah, hit that button. Yes, indeed. So, because I definitely was like, oh man, I know she ain't pregnant. Oh my God, no. But in hindsight, the kids saved my life. If it wasn't for those kids, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So, new beginning. A new beginning is, that's the end of this chapter on this book. You know, the second to the last chapter, the new beginning, is when me and my wife, we take turns on where we gonna move to. You know what I'm saying? I said Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? She says Georgia, and I say Minnesota again, and she say California. Then when you go back to Minnesota from California, we probably went back to Minnesota, because your comfort zone. That's what I keep running back to, my comfort zone. But we learned that the comfort zone is your danger zone. So that's why y'all see me running back and forth from Minnesota to all these other states. And then the last one, she said, oh man, we going to Florida. And I was like, damn. I'm like, man, you taking me all over the map, man. I'm like, man. But that's what we lay down for. You know what I'm saying? That's what we put together, a new beginning. That's what we said. Look, we're going to do a new beginning. We're going to find our way. So that's where we at now with this new beginning. And we down here in Florida. We enjoying our life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people see us and you say, man, y'all living it up. Man, y'all doing y'all thing. Hey, the struggle must continue. We still struggling. We just make it look good because, you know, as everybody put on the internet, they put up the glamour shots. They put up, probably take about 10 photos before they post that number one. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. Don't think everything is super sweet. We struggle just like the next person. You know what I'm saying? We all struggling in America. We all, you know what I'm saying? We just magnify the things that's good. You know what I'm saying? Some days we don't even go outside. We just chill in the crib and enjoy each other. And sometimes we just stay in our room and enjoy each other. And sometimes we go on vacation and we go somewhere else. We go to the mall. We go, you know what I'm saying? We go places. But I'm going to tell y'all, the most important thing in the world is time, bro. Don't be out here chasing that money, man. Because at the end of the time, God go say, and I talk about God a lot. And the reason I talk about God a lot is because when he come back, I'm gonna say we was just talking about you.
And if you chase the money,
the money, yeah, the money gonna run, because that's what it is, chasing. So, yeah, time is the most valuable thing in the world, bro. So I appreciate y'all spending this time, this hour of power with your boy. But spend some time with your family, man. Spend some time with your loved ones. Yeah, it ain't all about money all the time, bro. Know what I'm saying? I know we out here trying to chase the bag and we trying to, but the money ain't. I know rich people that's depressed and they just want somebody to hang out with and talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because the money don't get you everything. It definitely don't get you I guess you can buy you Alexa and you can talk to her. But no, man, conversation, interaction with people, because you don't even see people jumping rope. You don't even see kids jumping rope no more, riding the bikes. Bro, these kids stuck in the house playing these video games, being on this internet, and too, all they do is work and get on the internet. They don't spend time with the kids no more. Like, man, times change. So, but the times change, but the times remain the same. It's just the way you spend time. So, and my last chapter is to continue. To be continued. Because my journey is not over. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody and everything. And I learn every day. For the last 5 years, all I do is learn, write down notes, and dissect it. All I do is I just love to learn, bro. And I didn't used to love to learn. If you said something about learning, bro, my hands just start sweating. I don't want to learn, bro. I didn't want to learn. And a lot of us like that. We didn't want to learn, bro, but you have to, bro. They say knowledge is like the lampshades to your feet, and you're gonna see where you're going once you learn. Once you get that knowledge, you're gonna understand. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You already know what it is, man. So, man, the old man was trying to teach us this back in the days, but we ain't understand what was going on, And to all my gangsters out there, man, just think about it, bro. If the old man come home, you think he gonna get back down on some gangbanging shit? Come on, man, we gotta start asking ourselves that, like, man, tap into the real, like, bro. The streets don't need y'all, bro. And I ain't no, and I understand, and trust me, I understand the people you around and the places you live. You just gotta survive, bro. I gotta get conscious about that. I had to survive, bro. I had to survive in Chicago. I had to survive in Illinois. I had to, when I started going places where I can live at, I was like, damn, I was trying to survive. But it was giving me room to live, bro. That was the first time. That's something I had to learn. Learn how to live, and learn about energy. Learn about the human self. Like, bro, we don't know nothing about ourselves. We know about everything in the world, but we don't know about ourselves. We know what basketball game come on. We know about, but we don't even know about ourselves. Our digestive system. We don't even know. Man, I had to change my lifestyle. That's another thing. You got to change your lifestyle, bro. I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. When I used to eat all this hamburgers at McDonald's and all this, I used to be a little chunky little dude. I lost weight. And just because I had changed my lifestyle. It's not a diet. You just change your lifestyle. Just, you know what I'm saying? Too much of everything, too much of anything is bad. It's bad for you. Too much of anything is bad for you. So, yeah, on that note, I had to relearn how to eat, bro, and relearn how to just deal with people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be around these other people, man. You know how it is, man. I be around all these rich white people now. Excuse me, sir. When back in the day, move, nigga. What white nigga we should? Know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I had to change my vocabulary. I had to change the way I thought, I eat, I think. Definitely how you think. And that's one of the books that changed my life. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. And right now, I was just learning about some things. You know, we can think and go broke too. You know what I'm saying? It's the way you think, bro. If you think nothing will happen for you, it won't happen for you. If you think, okay, like this podcast. You know how many people have been on my podcast? I'm getting up to my 100th episode. And I reach out to people and people reach out to me. But most of the time I reach out to people. And I used to tell myself, man, they don't want to get on my podcast. They don't know what I'm saying. So I never reach out to them. And I thought about, again, if you don't ask, you don't receive. And I learned that in church. So I reach out to them, do my little spiel. Hey, man, you want to be on a podcast? And they'll hit me back a little. And it'd be a couple of days, and I'd be like, man, I know they want it. And then they hit me back, boop, yeah, I love to get on the podcast. So that's something I had to unlearn. Don't be scared to ask, man. So that's my number one rule that I tell my kids, man. Don't be scared to ask. Because the answer is always no if you don't ask. So, man, you know, alright, that's all I want to chop it up with y'all. But, man, I got a couple more minutes. I got about 10 more minutes. So, who we got on the podcast? We
Short Body.
We got Short Body. What up, King? Yeah, man, y'all here, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, pop your name up on there. We got Hands in the building. What's up, G-Man? Family member. You know what I'm saying? He already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got on here? Let me get my glasses so I can see. Yeah, we got Handsome.
You're not supposed to take them off.
No, because I can see up close, but I can't see far back. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of blurry. So I want to see who I got on here. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Hands in the building, man. We had Hands on the podcast. We had Short Body on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I reached out to the family member, man. We all family, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a good love, man. You already know, bro. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. I love what you're doing with the kids, with the ice cream truck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not there doing your thug thizzle. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Yes, indeed. Pop your shit. Yeah, man, you already know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how we grew up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out with the shorties, you know what I'm saying? Out there sitting on the porch with Father Power. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. On the real, man. We grew up in a rough neighborhood, but you know, it humbled us. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. Dora Ellis, what up, Mom? You know what I'm saying? Love you, love you, love you, love you. You already know. Yeah.
I used to say Dora Ellis.
Dora Ellis. She always gonna be Dora Ellis, you know. Yeah, man. You know, I was just talking about growing up and relearning and stuff, and I understand as being a parent. I understand a lot of kids think that we was born grown up. They think we know all the answers. We don't know the answers. We don't know, bro. It's trial and error. You know, sometimes kids just think the most of us. They think we know everything. We don't know nothing, man. We don't know nothing. What's that? Yeah. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you back on here. You know what I'm saying? Real soon. You know what I'm saying? Get you back on here and see what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? I love you, sweetheart. Yeah, I love you too, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Mom healthy and strong. You know what I'm saying? Get back in there. Just tell Sugar D I said what up. I'm gonna send her one of these GStaff shirts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, still it's coming in the mail. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgotten about y'all. Real soon. Yes, indeed. You know? Yes, indeed. Who else we got on here? You know what I'm saying? We got Minnesota in the building. Where y'all from, man? Where y'all at with it? Where y'all watching from? You know. Hey, I got a question, man. Do y'all remember the first time y'all met me, and where was it at? You know what I'm saying? Where was it at? Oh, where you meet me at?
You already know where I met you at.
Well, they don't know.
On Western Avenue in Peoria.
Man, why you talking like a white girl?
White girl?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, we was just talking about guilty conscience. We all have a guilty conscience, you know. And the one thing is, bro, let's keep it real, bro. These kids out here be killing kids. And like I said, a kid with no conscience is a dangerous person, right? You already know we all cheated. Girls and guys, you know what I'm saying? We all cheated, and we had a guilty conscience, and we know we bogus. We know we bogus, and we waiting for the next person to cheat, so we don't feel so bad. But can you imagine when you out here, and you kill a kid, bro? That shit will eat your soul up, and if it ain't eating your soul, that's because you don't have a conscience yet. But when you get a conscience, you see my man, he just came out and said, man, we had something to do with killing Tupac. That shit was fucking almost 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when Tupac got killed. And they just locked him up about it. Man, that's his conscience. His conscience was eating his ass up, bro. So, like they say, it will come back in the light. Yeah, so that conscience is a motherfucker. So y'all gotta be aware is to be alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we don't think we got away with it. What are you saying? Block 6 and block 17, age 9 on 10. Yeah, on the real. You know, we was super shorties, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying. It was around this time. I was a little badass boy, like around this time. You know what I'm saying? I was a little, you know what I'm saying? On the real. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Man, I appreciate you, you know, being in my life this long. You know, we don't. A lot of people, bro, they be here and they gone, bro. And that's why I say, man, we gotta spend time with each other, man. We gotta have fun. We gotta laugh. You know, we gotta heal each other. You know, start trying to hurt each other. And that's another enhance. You know what I'm saying? That's another one that, you know what I'm saying, we grew up and we just thought. And we grew up before all the gang banging shit. We was already friends. And then when the gang shit came, we was like, damn, I can't even kick it with that nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? And it was strange. Like, the motherfucker that shot me, we used to play in the dirt together. You know what I'm saying? The nigga I shot used to be on my mama's house. They used to be selling the frozen cars to cut their hair and shit and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you have to be your genuine self, man. You gotta be yourself. Like, before the drugs and drugs and gangs came about, bro, we was our authentic self. I think when drugs and gangs come about, our friends turn to enemies. We start hating each other, bro. And that shit don't be cool, bro. Like, for real. That shit don't be cool. So I'm just keeping it real, bro, because that's all I can do. Because I don't want to. And this again, why I wrote this book. I don't want to die. I'll say, man, Monty was a bullshit ass nigga. He was a motherfucking asshole. No, bro. I'm a genuine nice person, but nobody never really got to know me. Not the genuine me. not me for real. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. I'm thinking. But, you know, we don't even go by our real name, bro. We make up names and we say, and that's energy. Because you gotta be that person. When you say I'm Monty G, you gotta carry that I'm Monty G. Whoever, if Monty G change, they're gonna be like, damn. But you know why I changed? Because I'm down here in Florida. They don't call me Monty G. They call me Jackson. They call me by my last name. So right now, what y'all seeing right now, you know what I'm saying? It's a mixture of Jackson and Monty G. You know what I'm saying? When I yeah, boy, that's Monty G. But when I'm serious about it, that's Jackson, bro. That's Action Jackson, man. That's my next book, man. So yeah, man, y'all have to tap into y'all authentic self, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling my homie that he locked up, man, and I was telling him, I said, bro, you gotta go by your real name. One of my homies just came home, and I was like, and he out of town. And I tell him, bro, you gotta go by your real name. You can't be that nigga. They don't know that motherfucking person. But when you bring that person to them, you gotta act like that person. That's why you ready to go upside them niggas' head, because that's the person that you told them you was. Now, if you told them your real name, you can be your genuine self, and you know what I'm saying? But when you put that G on the end, and you gotta be that gangster, bro. I don't even got people down here. They don't call me Monty G. They don't even call me Money. They don't Monty. None of that shit. Because I know it whole weight, bro. I gotta live up to that name. But when I'm Jackson, I can live up to that name, and I don't have to get angry. Because Jackson don't get mad. Jackson always, he a spiritual person, bro. He a happy person. He a family man, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what it is. Yeah, we got a couple more minutes online, man. Who else we got watching? Let me send a couple shout outs, man. But yes, indeed. Hands. Big hands in there. Hands in the building. Yes, indeed, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be your... Because, look, think about it. Hands, you a businessman, bro. Is your business and your real name or your street name? It's in your real name, because that's your real you. Because you a real businessman. And if you go by your street name, you probably wouldn't have no business. And the only people that know you by your street name is street niggas. You know, people that know you by your real name, it's real people. That's your real, genuine people, bro. That's crazy, ain't it? That's what it is, bro. And the more you go by your real name, the more blessings you will have. Because God got blessings for you, but you blocking your blessings because He sending the blessing to your real name, and you going by your made up name, and your blessings ain't coming to you. Yeah, your blessings ain't coming to you. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing you gonna feel you'll feel bad about. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel bad, like, man, why I'm not getting blessed? You is getting blessed, but you getting blessed. Your guilty conscience, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I don't believe in God, and I don't believe, man, bro. God ain't got nothing to do with it. God, like, bro, I'm trying to send a blessing to you, but you going by a whole nother name, bro. Oh man, what hand say? I ain't see it. It popped up. Hell yeah, you hit that right on the money. On the real, bro. Your real name is gonna give you real blessings. Your made up name gonna give you some made up shit. On the real. So yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all spending this hour time with me, man. You know, I just felt like I had to get this off my chest, man. And my nigga, oh yeah, I gotta send a shout out to my boy Country, man. Man, you know, he be, man, I wish I had his picture up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on his page, man. Pop up on his page. My boy Country Boy Fletcher. He the one that inspired me to talk about the guilty conscience, because I heard him talking. Y'all should go on his page, man. You know, he one of my friends, Country Boy Fletcher, man. He was talking about his guilty conscience, and it hit me, bro. And I was like, damn, you know, that was some real shit. And he inspired me to talk about it. Like, I already had it in my book, but he had his book too, and he was talking about, you know, some things people don't even pick up the book, bro. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them. Sometimes you gotta use this platform, this internet, to tell people what it is, because before they check it out on the book, they'll yeah, there you go, Country Boy Fletcher, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go here and follow him, man. He go live. I don't know. It seems like he go live every 3 days. Yeah, they go his live videos, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely inspired me, bro. He definitely inspired me. Yeah. So he got a couple videos, man. Y'all go ahead and check them out. He be talking that talk, man. So yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all spending this hour of power with your boy, cause y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here with me. Love, peace, and hair grease. That's Monty G. Alright, I'm out. Peace.
We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission.